Sorry guys, my phone decided that it wanted to cut off when I was reading. So, still reading The White Giraffe by Lauren St. John. I am still on chapter 7, and I believe that it cut off right about here, where we were about to get introduced to the other kids at school. Alright, so I'm going to read a little bit more of where it left off last time. Lucy giggled. "I'm kidding," she said, giving Martine a friendly punch that almost knocked her over. "Come on, we're late for Miss Faulkner's class, but at break I'll introduce you to the rest of the gang." At lunchtime, Martine discovered that the gang to which Lucy had referred was the Five-Star Gang, a group of the most popular kids in the school. Along with Lucy, there was her twin brother Luke, also blonde and good-looking with caramel skin, Scott Henderson, who was driven to school each morning in a red Lamborghini, the school rugby captain, Peter Booker, and a black boy named Skosa, which, if you're English and couldn't make the clicking noise that the Africans made, was pronounced Korza, Washington, who was the son of the local mayor. They all had the latest haircuts and a way of wearing their uniforms that made them seem like designer clothes. Most kids idolized them over the coming weeks, Martine noticed that even the teachers seemed to give them special treatment. During break, Lucy introduced Martine to the Five-Star boys and several other children. On the whole, they seemed like a friendly bunch, and a couple of them went out of their way to make her feel included. Martine sat in the sunshine eating her cheese and chutney sandwiches, smiling and nodding and wondering how it was possible to be in such a pretty place, surrounded by laughing children, and still feel like the loneliest, most miserable girl on earth. All the old feelings that she'd had at Bodley Brook came flooding back. It was not just that she felt shy and clumsy. She didn't fit in at all. None of the things they talked about, surfing, hair gel, music, interested her. But what did interest her? Martine didn't know. Reading, she supposed, and the White Giraffe. She was very interested in the White Giraffe. It was while she was thinking about this that she noticed a small figure sitting alone under a tree in the distance. "Oh, him," Lucy said with distaste when Martine asked what the child was doing there. Her nose wrinkled. "He's either deaf, stupid, or a nutcase. We can't work out which." Over the next few days, Martine learned that the boy's name was Ben, and that he was of mixed race, with a Zulu father and an Indian mother, a dancer from Rajasthan. Sorry, I don't know that place. So the story went. Martine was small for her age, but he was as thin as she was and not much taller. If you looked at Ben closely, you could see that he was far from weak. His brown arms and legs were strong and wiry, but most children didn't take enough interest in Ben to find that out. He was an outcast. Hardly anyone ever spoke to him. This was partly because in the 3 years he'd been at the school, Ben had never uttered a syllable. The teachers had long since accepted that he was mute, mainly because he answered their questions on bits of paper and was constantly top of the class. But to the Five-Star Gang, who claimed they'd once seen him holding a completely normal conversation with his dad in the parking lot, he was a source of both irritation and amusement. Every lunchtime, he would take his backpack and disappear to the farthest corner of the school playing fields. There, he would sit under a tree and read a book. His nickname was Buddha Ben, because he had a habit of burning incense and never retaliated if you stole his book or forced him to do your homework. Martine found it upsetting that everyone was so mean to him. She made up her mind to try to befriend him, but the first afternoon an opportunity presented itself. Lucy waved her over and asked her what she was up to, and she couldn't bring herself to admit that she'd been on her way to talk to Bonkers Ben, as Lucy called him. The next day, she put it off for some other reason, and after a while, she stopped thinking about Ben altogether. Alright, that is the end of chapter 7. Oh, look at that. It looks like we're going to get a peek finally at the White Giraffe. So that will be cool. Alright, I hope that you guys have a great day. Lottie and I are still out here enjoying that sunshine and the nice waves. Alright, Have a good day, you guys.